Hello everyone, I'm Benjamin Contreras and welcome back to the Jasper Cat Production Show. Now today I'm going back to my Kirby Amiibo unboxing series, and today we have Kirby's arch rival and my favorite character in the entire Kirby series, Mennonite. Now for those of you who my cat's being annoying. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who watch my Kirby, what I have of my playthrough of Kirby's Adventure for the NES, you will know that Mennonite is actually that one who, gives us candy which makes us invincible, but he also sends out his own group of Mennonites to attack Kirby. And sometimes they can be a bit difficult, especially if you're trying to use a copy ability to get them, because whenever I try to do it, they don't seem to really care that I'm actually trying to hit them. But enough about that, let's talk about the Amiibo itself. The box art is nothing really special. It's basically the same as the Kirby Amiibo that I reviewed not too long ago. It has the same background, which I'm not sure if I stated this in that Kirby video, but if I did, then like I said before, I do like the box out here. It looks very Kirby-esque. The back of the box is basically the same as any other Amiibo box. It shows a picture of the character, what it looks like outside of the box, what it does, a screenshot right here. Now, for as long as I've had this, I've always thought that this Amiibo would unlock Mennonite as a playable character, but if you look closely, and also if you actually paid attention to the text on here, which I normally don't, but if you read that and look at the picture itself, you'll notice that it's actually Kirby who's under that mask and not Mennonite. So it is basically just like an alternate copy ability that basically lets you play as Kirby with Mennonite's abilities. Well, that's what I assume this is going to do. I haven't played Planet Robobot yet. I don't even have a 3DS yet. But yeah, the box out, it's nothing special, but I still enjoy it. Now, unlike my Kirby Amiibo unboxing, instead of me just ripping it completely out like I normally do with these boxes, my brother actually really likes these Amiibo boxes, and he actually wants me to keep the remaining ones that I have because I threw the Kirby box away. So I'm going to go and attempt to do what I used to do for the Amiibo boxes and try to use scissors, which is probably not the greatest idea, but let's give it a try. If you want to stop the video and cut it, then I don't blame you. I think I actually got it though. That's the biggest problem whenever you're trying to use scissors to open boxes like these, is that sometimes the plastic can be a little bit hard to get out. But this doesn't seem to be doing me much trouble. I might as well just move on to the other side. There we go. That wasn't actually all too bad. Now we just take that part off. This is what the whole back of the whole background of the box looks like without the figure. Yeah, it looks really nice. Now we just take it out like that, and we take off these little clamps right here and the figure pops out with no real trouble. Now, I will just put this back like this. Now it looks like it never had any figurines to begin with. Now, in terms of design, I actually really like the design of this Amiibo. It's a very good representation of how Meta Knight always looks in the game. Then again, all the Kirby characters have a unique style. But the version of Meta Knight that I know the most of is the one that was in Super Smash Bros. And specifically the version of him that was on Brawl for the Wii. And one thing that I remember from that is that his cape in Brawl had some sort of winged pattern to it. But here, just a blank purplish blue kind of color. It's not bad, but I think the Brawl version of him is by far my favorite. Now, you can also, if you notice, I really like this gold line here at the bottom of the cape. And also, though, the cape has a sort of like wavy kind of pattern to it, if you can notice that. I really like that sort of attention to detail. Unless it's with like an actual figure that you can move around. Whenever I have those and the thing is just like a straight plastic, that basically limits the amount of posability it can have. But since this can't really move at all, I don't really mind the sort of posing. But yeah, all the overall details of Meta Knight are here and accounted for. You have these metal, I suppose would be shorter blades right here, and that has a sort of like Meta Knight kind of pattern with like the M and the sword coming from the bottom of the M, even though I would probably have expected it to be from the handle of the sword to be on top of the M. But I still like that sort of detailing. It looks very good, and like the cape, it has the sort of purple blue kind of coloring to it with the gold outlining it. His mask is all patterned out nicely. You can see how his orangey yellow kind of eyes and the black shadow covering it. So if his face is all black, I'm assuming the bright blue parts over here are like part of some sort of suit that he wears under all this armor. But yeah, that detailing is pretty good, but I'm pretty sure in Brawl, this part right here had a much more darker tone to it. And the last thing there really is to talk about is his sword. I really like this sword design for it. I'm pretty sure the first game he had this in was Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo, which is a game that we're going to be playing in our Kirby series. But yeah, the detail on that sword is very good. You can see the red jewel in the handle of it. You can see that sort of spiky pattern with all like the multiple blades on the side of the actual sword. Now, if this was from Kirby's Adventure, these smaller blades on the sides would not be there, and it would just look like a generic sword. But I'm glad that they gave it a sort of unique design. It's one of my favorite gaming swords, actually. But yeah, the detail overall is very nice on this guy. And like the Kirby Amiibo from the same line, the stand for the Amiibo has a bright blue outline around it, and with that sort of starry gold pattern on top of it. Like I said in the Kirby video, I really like that design overall. And all in all, I really like this figure. The detail on him is very accurate to how he was in the games. And that's pretty much all you can really say in terms of in terms of quality in Amiibo is if it has good detailing to begin with, and if it's a good representation of the character it's made from. And Meta Knight right here definitely is. I would recommend this if you are a fan of the Planet Robobot game. I'm never going to remember that name off the top of my head without looking at the box itself. If you're a fan of that game and you want to have the Meta Knight Amiibo to help with your 3DS Kirby experience, then I would recommend you get them. If you're just a fan of Meta Knight in general, I would recommend you get them. And if you just want to fit your Kirby collection, I would recommend you get them. I really like this figure, and yeah, that's basically it. I'm pretty sure you can get it at any of the major stores like Walmart, Toys R Us, Target, and all that stuff. Although I believe that the Smash Brothers Meta Knight Amiibo was exclusive to Best Buy. And here we go. So all in all, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Jasper Cat Production Show. If you did, and if this is your very first time watching me, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll be able to find out when new videos from me are coming out. And if you also don't know, our channel also has a Facebook page called Jasper Cat Productions, the same as our YouTube channel, and there you'll be able to find different things I've been doing over the summer and with my lives. And you can also see a little occasionally I'll add a little preview of what figure I'm going to be reviewing after the one I made in the video. So yeah, make sure to subscribe for all of that. Make sure to also like the video if you did. Make sure to comment on how you thought of the video. And if you have any questions for me, I'll be happy to respond to them. And until then, I am Benjamin Contreras, and bye.